today this morning. I'm gonna be testing out a WoW stream. As you can see, I haven't streamed WoW in maybe like 2 years, I want to say. So um, I think I found a way to make it work again. So we're gonna be trying it out just for this stream, just to see how it works out. Um, so we're currently in the expansion called Shadowlands. Right now I'm playing as my Warlock, trying to level it up a little bit, because Warlock is a class I've always been really interested in playing. But I just never really get far in. I did get one kind of far during Battle for Azeroth, but I didn't really do too much with it. I always just stick with my Shaman or Paladin that I kind of made for Zandalari, but I would always play my Shaman anyways, just because Shaman's has been my main ever since like the beginning, pretty much. So I haven't really played much else. So we're just gonna be leveling up my Warlock here. I do have a max level Shaman and Warrior currently, so we have that. But I really felt like playing my Shaman, my Warlock a bit today, so we're gonna be leveling her up a little bit just to get it over with. I'm probably gonna be doing Maldraxxus when I Covenant, because supposedly they have the best one for Demonology. So I'll cover some of the basics for this really. Let me just kill this rear off. So the Warlock, as most people should know, if you've ever played World of Warcraft, Warlock has 3 damage specs. One that concentrates on demons, which is what I'm playing, the Demonology. One called Destruction, which concentrates mostly on a lot of fire damage. And we have Affliction, which is related to a lot of dots, meaning you do a lot of damage over time. You don't really do direct damage very often. So I personally like the Demonology ever since Battle for Azeroth. I always was more of a fan for Affliction before that. But Demonology, when they started introducing all these cool demons and stuff after Legion was defeated, which Legion was where the main demon, where all the demons came from basically. So like now a lot more demons are like liberated in a way, or more free. So now you have like a lot more, you have a wider variety of demons you can summon. One example of such is, I believe you can summon Jaraxxus with one of the later talents called here Inner Demons, where you have a 10% chance every 10 seconds you have you summon a demon, but there's like a 10% chance every 12 seconds you summon a wild imp, but you have a 10% chance of summoning a random powerful demon, and one of those powerful demons is Jaraxxus, if I'm not mistaken. Jaraxxus, oh no, not Jaraxxus, my bad. I can't remember this guy's name. He's from Karazhan. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. No, it wasn't during Burning Crusade, it was during that Lich King. No, it was Burning Crusade. Karazhan. Prince Malkazar. So you actually have a chance of summoning him, which is kind of funny. I don't know if they've changed it ever since then, ever since Battle for Azeroth. But I remember when playing Battle for Azeroth, I had summoned him a few times, which was really cool in my opinion. So Demonology is really fun in my opinion. You have some pretty solid AoEs, but for some reason I'm just no good at AoEs. It seems like I'm usually tend to be better at a lot more single target. My Fury Warrior that is already maxed out, I do amazing AoE with them. But for some reason I just can't seem to do it with casters very well. Like I've recently switched over to Elemental Shaman, which I'm more of a resto. I'm a healer shaman, but I've been doing my quests and stuff as a Elemental Shaman, and I normally play as Enhancement instead. But I've been playing a lot more Elemental lately, and my Elemental, when I do AoE fights, I'm just really bad at it for some reason. I figured, what the hell? Did I enter fight with a dead body? Alright, that's kind of weird. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But I'm in combat with something, and I think it's a dead body. There's a rare there. We'll fight that rare after we kill this guy. Yeah, so I just have a really hard time doing AoE on my end as my elemental shaman. Even though I figured it's just spamming lightning bolt and earthquake, but apparently not. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So anyways, let me go over the covenants as I was trying to mention earlier. So in Shadowlands there are 4 covenants, or different, you know, factions that you can join, which they all have their own benefits. They all have a standard ability that everyone uses, which is the Maldraxxus, for example, the one we're going to be joining, gives you a powerful shield that you can use, so you have a huge absorption. There's one called Venthyr, which they're like a bunch of vampire dudes, and they have like a small teleportation ability. The Carrion, which are like angels, that you can summon a steward that they give you a potion that clears off basically any debuff and heals you, and you can have 3 charges of those. And then the last one is, wow, I can't remember, the Night Fae, which you can, it teleports you forward, turns you into like a fox, and for up to 12 seconds if I'm not mistaken, and every like 3 seconds you can teleport again forward. So it's not that bad. Oh wow, level up. Subjugate Demon, that one kind of sucks. Oh, he was called the army.
The battle is joined. Look not on!
So we're just gonna be blowing through this area real quick, so it's nothing. Because especially with the army that they kind of give you to destroy this place, it's pretty simple, honestly. Oh yeah, so those are the 4 factions. So we're gonna be joining Maldraxxus, so we're gonna be getting a really big shield whenever we want to. I believe it's like a 3-second cooldown, so we get to use it kind of often. Actually, it's not that often, really. 3 minutes is a pretty lengthy time, and the worst thing about it is it has a cast time, so you actually have to cast it, or channel it rather, in order to use it to its maximum potential. So it's kind of a drawback a bit, but it works out, I think. I've seen a lot of people use it, so it should be pretty good. I haven't used it myself because my shaman is Venthyr, so I'm with a bunch of vampires, and my warrior is Night Fae because that's supposedly the best one for Fury. I was really looking forward to this guy is stuck in a wall.
Don't have a target.
Or not even in a wall, he was just stuck inside of inside the fire pit. Super random. There might be a little bit of lag here and there with this streaming thing that I'm doing, because this is my first time testing this out. That's why I'm testing this out to see how it works. But I feel like I get a little bit of lag, or there's some input errors that I get from time to time where it won't react to the inputs that I'm putting in. Like it'll probably make me do like an extra step or 2 when I'm trying to stand still. So we might have to work on that a little bit just to see. But again, I'm just testing this out just to see how it works, how it feels and such, so. Ooh, that was kind of a lag spike right there. So I honestly don't remember what the Maldraxxus. So every class gets a different ability, different covenant ability. So they all have like their standard ability, which is the 4 I just mentioned, and then each covenant, depending on your class, gives you another ability. Sorry, I had to drink water. So, as the example for Shaman, Um. Oh wait, on the corpse it says.
I require a target.
So this one should count, right? Oh, no valid targets. Okay. So for example would be the shaman. I use Venthyr, so can't do that while stunned. I don't think I was stunned though.
It's not ready yet.
Is this not an ogre? There we go. Seems to be a little glitched. Then again, this expansion we're doing for leveling up is like 3 expansions old, so for some reason old expansions tend to get like really buggy at times, so it's kind of strange. So as a shaman with the Venthyr, we have Blood Harvest or Chain of Harvest. I can't remember what it's called properly. But you kind of shoot out this thing, what they call anima, which is like the life force of the afterlife. If you shoot it at an ally, it will bounce up to 4. It will bounce up to 4 other allies, healing them, and it could also bounce off of enemies, damaging them. But since we're a Resto Shaman, we would prefer it doesn't do damage. Really, we only want it to do healing. It's a minute and a half cooldown, which is a little long, but nothing too crazy. However, every time it crits, it reduces the cooldown by 5 seconds, so it's actually pretty nice because my shaman, I do the crit build, which is the optimal build, crit and mastery. Except a lot of people don't seem to like mastery. People seem to like excuse me, haste a little bit more. But I don't think haste is necessary too much from time to time. But there, so yeah, so with that, we get, if we crit pretty often, we get to use, you know, we get to kind of spam the spell a little bit more often than usual.
Stand back.
But not too much more often. These guys, okay, these guys don't target me. And then the warrior, since I chose Night Fae, I get something called Anima Aftershock, I believe it's what it's called. And it's like, I just slam the ground, leaving a bunch of anima on the floor. Which, like, does a little bit, it does some damage, and then over time, it does, what's it called? It generates rage, which when you're a warrior, your secondary bar is rage instead of having a mana bar. As most characters, or as most classes would have. Some other classes have different ones, like demon hunters have different, hunters have focus instead. So, you know, it just depends what class you're playing for the most part. Why am I in combat? Did my demon pull something by accident? So, that, oh no. Okay. Oh, great. Yeah, so he leaves like a bunch of anima on the floor, it deals like some damage, and then it generates rage, which is the secondary bar, your main resource, or your only resource as a warrior. And it also, every like 3 seconds, it knocks down the anyone that's standing on it, momentarily stunning them for that for half a second or something. So it's a really nice interrupt in certain cases, depending on what you're using it for, or you know, depending on the fight. 'Cause some fights it's impossible to interrupt. So with the Anima Aftershock, that stun kind of works out a little bit better sometimes because it doesn't really count as an interrupt. It just depends, really. So it could be pretty interesting. And then, so Demonology, I don't remember what they get, but supposedly, like, 2 guides that I've read said it's the best one, so I'm probably going to be sticking with it, as I've said. Especially because I think Maldraxxus has some of the coolest armor gear. I was really hoping to get out my warrior, but the warrior Maldraxxus, if I remember properly, is something like, you place down like a banner that increases your crit strike chance. and everyone just says that's just complete garbage. So it really kind of disappointed me because it really sounded cool, because I think it got like another benefit, which was something like, oh, like this can spread to your teammates or something also. So it sounded like a really cool ability, but a lot of people said that's just not worth it, especially on like a 3-minute cooldown. So I was like, damn, that kind of sucks. So I was really looking forward to like that ability. Okay, we need one more somewhere. So let me talk about this expansion, I guess, for now, since we're going to be spending some time in this expansion. So this is called Warlords of Draenor, the expansion we're in. And so what's happening here is a character called Garrosh, who used to be the Horde's war chief, which we're Horde. I used to play Alliance, but not anymore. I kind of gave up on the Alliance ever since they introduced Zandalari Trolls, because let me tell you, Zandalari Trolls, I think, are the best race in this game. Unfortunately, we're not playing as one because I don't think they have access to Warlock, actually. A lot of people are saying they should have had access to Warlock, but they never got access to Warlock. They do have access to Paladin, which I do like playing Zandalari Paladin, but I think I decided to make Blood Elf instead. Darn, I was hoping that guy would just keep walking and ignore me. So Garrosh was the Horde's war chief, and he decided to kind of be a real bad guy and be like, oh, only orcs deserve to have power and stuff like this. So he's managed to travel back in time to a different timeline where he was able to unite all the orcs and ogres and ogrons to form the new horde, or the Iron Horde, as they're called here. Let me see if I could get a picture of Garrosh up real quick. Garrosh was a boss in Pandaria. Yeah, so this is what Garrosh looks like. So he traveled back in time to a different timeline, and he spoke with his father and some other people like Kargath, Gul'dan, and some other pretty famous orc people to get together so they could form the Iron Horde. And so now the Horde and Alliance have to kind of work together to stop Garrosh from doing this. So, which it kind of sucks, because like you would think Garrosh would have a bigger role in this. He really doesn't. It was really sad. I was like, damn, like you made him out to be this big bad, and then you have this confrontation with him in one of the quest lines in an area in an area later on called Nagrand, and like you just you don't do anything to him. You just watch a cutscene of him being defeated, and it's just like, that's it. And it's like, yeah, that's it. I'm like, oh, that kind of sucks. Like you were giving him like all this story and stuff, and then it's just like, all right, here's a cutscene, he's defeated, and it's like, wow, man, like that was just really bad in my opinion. I really felt like they could have done a lot more with him. Let me see. Yeah, Nagrand, like you kind of fight him around here, I think, or was it? I can't remember. You fight him somewhere on the northern side, and it's just like, oh, okay, hey Thrall, which this is Thrall here. You need to confront Garrosh. Okay, Garrosh, you suck, and that's it. Like, it was just over with. I'm like, okay, that was kind of pointless in my opinion. So, and then it just turns out that was Gul'dan even the main boss over here? I can't remember who the main. Oh no. An Agamemnon, which I think this is an alternate Agamemnon as well. Agamemnon was the original demon that corrupted the orcs to become the fell orcs, and that's a whole nother story, like way before World of Warcraft, so I'm not going to go too much into detail. This is also Manroth, but a dead version of Manroth, because I think we killed him at some point. Actually, I'm not sure how this works because with the whole timeline thing, it's kind of weird how things work. We also have Kilrog here, which is one of the main orcs that formed the Iron Horde. So there's actually a few orcs that you do actually get to fight them. Which was nice. Like Kargath, you fight him. Excuse me. And here you fight Blackhand. Which Blackhand I think is one of the best looking orcs in this game. He has a great armor set and weapons and stuff. So they really made him really cool. But I just feel like some of the orcs didn't really get a lot of time to shine in their spot. Like Garrosh, not Garrosh, Grom Hellscream, which is Garrosh's father. Like, he doesn't really do too much. He actually turns back to being a good guy. He's like, oh, I now realize we're working with demons and stuff, and that's just crazy. I can't do that. Oh, that's kind of a mess spell also. Like, that's an emergency kind of spell. Yeah, I feel like some of my inputs are being a little delayed here. Might be the thing I'm trying to use. OBS might be a little bit better, but the last time I tried using the OBS, I was having some real big lag, so I don't know if I want to switch back to OBS to try and stream again, but I'm kind of enjoying this one. This is the Elgato that I'm using. Some people at work have been asking me about this, so I really have no way to show it off. But the Elgato is like the way I stream, and I found out about it through some other people. For example, even like Rooster Teeth, I know uses Elgato, so I was like, oh, I guess I'll buy Elgato. And then I had like a few friends who also kind of stream that they say Elgato's really good. So now that I see Elgato can stream PC, I was like, oh wait, I could probably stream WoW again, and here I am streaming WoW. So it's pretty nice. Pretty excited. What else is there to talk about? Alright, that thing. Forgot that's a buff since they nerfed heirloom gear. So in this game, there's I don't know how long they've had it for. I want to say since Wrath of the Lich King when they first introduced it. Maybe I'm wrong. But there's a set of armor called heirloom gear, which is basically gear that levels up with you. And so it was supposed to help you level up faster. Ever since Shadowlands came out, it got nerfed to where it no longer does that. Now instead it just gives you bonuses basically, which they mostly kind of suck, to be honest. So for example, Rest of Experience now lasts longer, which Rest of Experience, as you can see down here, I have a blue bar. Normally that bar is purple. When it's blue, that means anytime you kill an enemy, you get double experience. So, blue, like, it's not that much because most enemies tend to, yeah, like you see 216, so that enemy would normally give only 100 experience, but even then, like, that's kind of a meh. Increases your out of combat generation, so, which is, that one again is kind of okay. It's better than, I mean, it's kind of good because it lets you get into fights more often, so you could like finish quests faster in case some of these quests are like more fight heavy and such. I think we gotta go upstairs for this quest now. Oh no, it's right there next to the chain. The next one is gaining a level triggers a burst of knowledge, dealing damage to nearby, and it granting you 40 intellect for 2 minutes. So, meh. And then again, Rest of Experience is consumed slower, so it's just like, you know, like it's not really worth. It's not really amazing nowadays. So it was a lot. Oh, okay, you're in my face for some reason. I've never seen you right in my face for some reason like that before. Oh, I'm on fire. Probably step out that. That's one of the tips in the game. Don't stand in the fire. And what am I doing? Standing in the fire. Yeah, I had a lot more mechanics than I remember. I always thought it was just a stand and shoot stuff at the guy. Not a, oh hey, I'm gonna like do a million things to you kind of person. Oh, wait, those things are actually following me? Okay. Wow. That was kind of annoying. Luckily, my demon is the one doing all the tanking for me, so really don't care too much because he's the one taking the hits, not me. So, oh okay. I thought I had to run for something. I was like, well, no, you're not supposed to.
You have proven yourself loyal to my clan, capable of
So,
great things.
if I have to say, I would probably have to say that this is the worst expansion in the whole, in all of WoW's history, which I think most people would agree. We only ever got 3 raids. I know this one says Draenor, but that's not a raid. That's the world itself. So the world has 4 raid bosses that you can fight. 2 of these were launched at the beginning. This one was kind of introduced later, and then this one was introduced at the last expansion, the last update, which this, like, you know, basically every raid is a major update. So actually no, you were introduced at the same time. I thought you were introduced later. So, and then this one drops a unique mount, which I've yet to gotten. There's a lot of mounts I don't have and stuff, so it's pretty crazy. Wait, you don't drop anything for Warlock? Wait, you don't have a loot box anymore? Okay. That's weird. That's random. Did he just lose his loot all of a sudden?
You see Drucker. Tell her that I will be home soon.
So yeah, so the story, just to go a little bit more into detail. Let me just pick up these quests real quick and this flight path. Flight path are really important when leveling up, especially when you don't have access to flying yet. So we have a few quests that we could do around the area, but we're not going to do that yet. We're just going to go back here and turn in that quest. So just to go a little bit more into detail. So the way this whole thing started, like I said, was Garrosh. So this was in Mr. Pandaria, which Mr. Pandaria was kind of cool. It was interesting. I liked the monk class when it was first introduced, but I don't like the way the monks feel now. The monks, I think, feel kind of okay, but they did bring back a lot of their abilities, so they now feel a little bit better, I think. So it's kind of nice. Okay, got a few kills there real easily. Oh, you actually I actually aggroed you from that far, apparently. That's not normal. So at one point in the expansion, Garrosh would then start to get like real power hungry, and he just was like, oh, orcs are the real race, we're the true horde, everyone else sucks. So he started betraying everyone basically, and it was like, whoa man, like calm down. And you're not like what's going on, Garrosh. So he went kind of cuckoo. It was pretty crazy. So so we did the raid, and then it's like, oh, you know, everyone was trying to decide, oh, who does he go to? Does he go to the Alliance? Does he go to the Horde? Or does he go to the Pandarians? Because the Pandarians lost their home because of Garrosh, pretty much, or almost lost their home because of Garrosh. And they're like, oh, we have to be the one to deal with him. And while they were arguing, he basically escaped somehow and just ran away. So I was like, wow, like out of 3 whole teams, he was able to slip out of from everyone. So it's like, how did he do that? So it's a little weird that he was able to escape, especially, I mean, especially, have you seen the size of him? Like, how does a man like that escape anyone? So it was a little weird story. But yeah, he basically escapes at, thinking, oh, I'll just go back to the past and reunite with my dad, and we'll form the true horde. And his dad kind of agreed with him. Some other people did agree also, but then it just ended up like, we followed him into the past also to stop him, and that again, you don't even fight him, which I was just like, it was just the most disappointing part. I think that was just like, wait, like what? We don't even fight the guy. So I was like, what's even the point of this? Why even like chase the guy in the first place if we're not even gonna like bring him to joke? Like, I mean, we still beat him and stuff, but it's just like you don't have a proper fight with him. You just see Thrall 1v1 him and that's it. That's considered the game. So it's like, wow. So it was just a little disappointing in my opinion. Man, some of these guys have a lot of health.
Damn it all. Gardak, go now! Kill the blind shaman!
So, still got killed 2 more enemies. So I'm doing Warlords because supposedly this is the fastest leveling that's available right now. At least that's what I've read a few times.
I am out of range.
So I'm just trying it out just to see if that's true. Should be pretty good. I mean, Warlords, like I said, Warlords kind of sucks, but I do kind of like the environment. It is pretty nice. And there is a lot of bonus objectives here that allow you to level up pretty quickly.
Watch for the Thunderlord from the ledge to the north.
One's head!
So, I just wish the expansion itself was better. The expansion was kind of cool because this is the first time that in my opinion at least, it makes you feel like a real hero in a way. Because like every other time they're always just like, oh yeah, thanks for saving us, and that's it. It's like, okay, that's it. You're not gonna say anything else, and it was just like, oh, whatever. And then now it's like, oh, when the Warlords, it was something like, oh, what the guy I need to kill? No. Who the hell did I need to kill?
Call in all reinforcements! I want the she-wolf taken alive!
Oh no, we have to kill that guy last, the Iron Wolf. I think someone just... Oh, there she is, but she's dead. Oh, okay, we could kill her. Ouch. Sorry, got distracted. Ouch. So, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think the expansion it mostly sucked. It could have been a lot better for sure, but some of the environments and such are pretty cool. So, I like the looks. I just didn't like the way it feels. Oh, I remember what I was saying. Sorry.
Follow the path northwest.
Summon Fell Hunter. Don't care about that
monster
one
will kill
because
Brickthar.
that's something else. Ooh. Okay. So what is it we're doing now? Gotta kill War Leader something who's inside a cave, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's in that cave over there. So yeah, so every game, I don't know, every expansion, it just made you feel like, oh yeah, you're the hero, thanks for saving us, this and that. Like, I don't know, it didn't really make it feel worthwhile. But then, when this one came out, it's like, oh man, we need you to start leading the armies, we're gonna give you a base, people to follow you, this and that. So I was like, oh man, this makes me feel like an actual hero now. Like, I feel like I'm in command for once. Like, they finally given me the respect I deserve. So, it felt a little bit nicer to me. It was really cool, I think, because it was like I said, You know, they give you a base of operations, they give you like your own headquarters, people to follow you and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, that's very nice. I do like it. So I thought it was a nice thing for them to start doing. So, and then ever since then, oh, that's a nice quest, right?
Tell me when the ritual is ready. Let me
Oh, wait, that's actually to fish.
We will come back for the frost wolves.
Okay. I thought we were bugging out a bit. But I guess, like I said, for some reason, every time a new expansion releases and there's an old expansion, the old expansions seem to just bug out or glitch out or something, so I'm not all that surprised.
Is this our fate?
So even though this is technically better than what I'm wearing right now, I'm not going to be wearing it because whenever we hit level 24, I'm just going to put on that piece of gear I'm already wearing right now anyway, so there's really no point. Because like I said, this gear levels up with you, so it's constantly getting better and better as long as you're within the level range. I only have 1 out of 4, so it's only going to go up to level 34. After that, it stops leveling up with me, but that's fine because like I said, most of this gear kind of sucks now, so we don't really need it for that long anyways. The only problem is once you start leveling up, and you might have a hard time finding gear you might actually need.
Right.
So yeah, so ever since this game, when it came out with Legion and Battle for Azeroth and stuff, it just continued with the whole, oh, you're our hero, we need you to do this and that. So it, you know, it made me feel like I was finally important. It wasn't just always like, oh, you're the hero, you have to do everything. So it was more like, oh, you know, you're the big boss, lead us and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. I would have to say, I want to say Cataclysm is maybe my favorite, but I think that's when a lot of people complain that that's when the game started getting a lot more casual. And it probably is true, because that's when they started, like, you know, slowing down a lot of things. And making things just more casual and easier for people. And that's honestly when I started playing the game, for real. I used to play, I mean, I didn't really used to play, but I had played the game a few times, during, like, normal, during Classic, Burning Crusade, and Wrath of the Lich King, but I never really got into it until Cataclysm, when I was finally into World of Warcraft, so I think Cataclysm was honestly my favorite. Mists of Pandaria was pretty cool. Like I said, my favorite thing about Mists of Pandaria was when they introduced the monks and I was playing the monk, and it felt amazing. I love the monk tank. Actually, all 3 specs for monks are really fun, I think. They're probably the one class I enjoy playing every spec. So, because I feel like there's always one or 2 specs on a class I don't enjoy. Like this one here, I don't enjoy Destruction. I like Affliction and Demonology a lot more than I do Destruction. Shaman, I don't enjoy Elemental too much. I'm playing it more just because it's a lot easier for me now compared to Enhancement, where I need to have like so much gear on me, which can be really annoying. Warrior, I never liked Arms. I always liked Fury a lot more. I used to play Tank a little bit, but then I kind of gave up on Tank. Let me see, Druid, I kind of like playing all 3. Oops, my demon died.
Summon me.
You're gonna make the boss reset, you animal. Oh wait, I have this. And that was kind of pointless. Oh well.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Druid, I don't like Bear too much. Bear feels a little weird to me, even though you can argue it's Warrior again, but for some reason it just feels really weird to me. Who else is there? Mage. I actually don't like Mage at all. I want to say Fire is my favorite if I had to choose, but I never like playing Mage. Priest, I only like Holy. I don't like Shadow or Discipline, and I absolutely hate Discipline in PvP. Paladin, I kind of like all three. Actually, no, I don't like Well, maybe they changed Retribution this time around, but like the last time I tried playing Retribution, I felt like I only had 3 buttons. That was just like, what is this? Like, why do I only have 3 buttons as a Retribution Paladin? So, it felt pretty bad to me. I did not enjoy Retribution at the time. Like I said, it's probably... I'm hoping it has changed since then. Especially since this expansion, they brought back quite a few abilities and such, so it should definitely be different for sure now compared to before. That guy already got flying because he's level 30, lucky him. Still gotta wait a few more quite a few levels, unfortunately. Death Knight, I only like Unholy. I played Frost for a little bit at one point, but I only like Unholy. Unholy is the only good one in my opinion. Oh, where's this bear? Am I going the wrong way for the right? It's supposed to be around here, but yeah, it looks like it's in the ground somewhere. Oh, is that the cave? If this is the cave, we found the rare then. Trying to think of anyone else that I might be forgetting. Rogue, I actually don't like Rogue too much. I always have a hard time playing as Rogue, so I actually do not like Rogue. If I had to choose, I would probably say the pirate one, whatever it's called. I don't remember the name of it. Outlaw? Is it Outlaw? I don't remember. They changed it a few times, so I don't remember the name of it right now. Yeah, new weapon, but I like it. Oh wait, that's a mace actually. It said stick, so I thought it was a staff. Let me see. Yeah, so I don't like Rogue too much. I think I only like Outlaw, and that's about it. Trying to think if there's anyone else. Demon Hunter. Actually, I like both Demon Hunters, so that's probably another class I would have to say I like both of, or that I like all specs. It's funny because there's 4 Druid specs and 2 Demon Hunter specs, so it kind of balances it out because every other race, every other class has 3 specs, but for some reason Demon Hunter and Druid want it to be different. Because during Cataclysm, or at least pre-Mist, I believe is when it started, you had access to, when you played, excuse me, when you played Druid, you had originally 3 specs. One that focused on your animal forms, which was bear and cat form. You had Balance, which is your spellcaster. And you have Restoration, which you were a healer. You could turn into a tree, but they kind of got rid of that technically. I think now you have to buy a glyph or make a glyph yourself in order to be a tree. But that doesn't really matter too much. Trying to remember. So yeah, and then when when Mr. Pandaria came around, they were like, okay, oh wow, that guy just died. I believe when Mr. Pandaria came out, if I'm not mistaken, you got they decided to give They decide to separate both cat form and bear form to make them different.
Already told you. Now all that I know. Speak. Finish it.
Wait, actually. Oh no, we're gonna go fight someone else, I guess. I hear a few sirens outside. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there's the guy we need to fight. The Thunderlord clan. So yeah, during Mr. Pandaria, I believe there's a daily here. What daily? Yeah, like I said, this old expansions always seem to bug out for some reason, making things either impossible or harder to do.
I thought we'd killed you already.
I might need to raise the volume for myself a
If
bit.
you beg like a good dog, my father may be able to identify what's left of your tiny skull.
So, we're in a place called Frostfire Ridge, which is kind of where Thrall's origin story comes from, which belongs to the clan here is called the Frostwolf. As you can probably see, there's a bunch of wolves with them, and they're, you know, since they live in the ice area, they're, you know, they're kind of the Frost Wolves. So there's different clans. There's the Black Hand, which, actually I don't remember why it's called Black Hand. There's Blade Fist, which is an orc that had to chop, which is Kargath. He had to chop off his own hand in order to survive something. He replaced it with a blade, so that's why they're called Blade Fist. And anyone that follows him does the same thing, more or less. Who else is there? There's the Thunderlords, which I don't remember why they're called that. I think they seem pretty random to me, honestly. I don't know where they came from. Actually. Gotta keep my demon healthy so he can survive fights. Yeah, there's a lot. Well, I can't hear it right now, but I heard some cop cars again earlier. Or just now, rather. I don't know what's going on outside. He needs to be healed again. Yeah, so unfortunately when you're leveling up as demonology, your demon is kind of weak. He's not that strong, and he kind of dies very easily to a lot of things. So you have to be using your spell health funnel very often to keep him alive.
I don't have a target.
Speak. Make them suffer. Forward, brothers and sisters.
Alright, well, I'm coming back to these quests. There is a rare over here that we can kill for some extra experience, because most rares tend to give a lot of experience. Oh wow, that's a big AoE. Oh wait, where's my stun? Do I not have access to my stun? Okay, I can't see what I'm targeting. Okay, we have my stun now. Icy chill, icy chill. Alright, what a great description. I was trying to say something earlier and I kept getting distracted. I got distracted by that AoE and the cop cars, so I don't know what I was talking about. Let me see if I can remember. No, I don't think I'm remembering at all. Short-term memory loss. Don't get it, kids. It's real bad for you. Oh, I was like, where's the loot? I gotta get his head somehow. Still gotta kill these guys. 2 more of these guys, so I could get their potions. So I can heal up the orcs here. Oh, right. So, yeah, so we're in Frostfire Ridge, which belongs to the Frost Wolves. This is the origin story for Thrall. Thrall being one of the guys I showed earlier. Wow, we never had a second ring. This ring gives... Oh, wait. I thought it said it gave strength. That's weird. Okay, so now we just need to kill 1 more ogre, who should be around back here somewhere. Do we have to go another way? Wait, where's this ogre? Oh, he's in here. Let me heal up my demon. Yeah, so this belongs to the Frost Wolves. Frost Wolves are a bunch of orcs that live in the snow, and they have a bunch of pet wolves. So, you know, name's kind of obvious. Most of their names are very obvious things, so, you know, don't have to think too hard about their names. So we're helping them out because we got, when we were first introduced to here, we're like kind of put into the middle of like a whole like dangerous area. I probably should have shown what the intro looked like, but I already did the intro quite a while ago, so can't really show that off anymore. Probably should. Oh, too late. Oh, I didn't get to loot this guy? Wow. Oh, and just in time too. He just respawned. How many backflips? Oh, 3 backflips in a row. Yeah, so we're kind of put into like the middle of a whole invasion setup. And we're like, oh crap, there's a whole invasion going on. How are we going to stop this? And then you kind of stop it, and it turns out that you saved like Thrall's father and someone else, I can't remember, and like a few other people. And it's like, whoa, you know, this is how it all started for Thrall and stuff. And now level up.
For the clan. Run with the pack. For the clan.
Ooh, Soul Leech, finally. So Soul Leech is a really cool ability that, well, maybe not ability, more like a passive that warlocks get, that basically any damage you do becomes a shield. So it's a very nice buff and a very nice passive that we get. One of my more favorite ones, because it kind of makes us a little bit tanky, or at least, you know, get to live quite a few things. So it's pretty good. And then, so you see up there, there's a way we can get up there. And there's a purple chest looking thing there. If we get that, that should be extra experience. If they kept that. I don't know if they have. This is the first time they introduced like world treasures. Because Cataclysm didn't have it. And what these treasures do is like they're extra toys or extra gears for you, depending on what the treasure is. And they're supposed to give you experience also once you collect them. Oh, gotta wait for that person to... Oh my god, finished collecting already, dude. Yeah, 1,600, so... Which, very little experience, but, you know, it's better than nothing, so it helps out in the long run. Alright, so we're done with that quest, so now we can do these two quests over here, the ones that we picked up a little bit earlier. I probably should have made that my camp because we're playing as a race called Vulpera, which is one of the newer races, or an allied race that was introduced in Battle for Azeroth, and if you did certain achievements, you then unlock the Vulpera as a playable race, or allied race. I don't know why they call it an allied race when it's literally a new race anyways. I guess allied race because you actually have to work to get it. So the Vulpera, they don't really have anything too special. Their first thing is called Bag of Tricks. Basically, you just throw a bag and it does damage if it's an enemy, or it heals if it's an ally. There's supposed to be 2 other bags of tricks that you have to do very specific dungeons for, which is kind of dumb, I think. There's Make Camp, where you can make a location at your camp. And then you return to camp, which has an hour cooldown, which isn't too bad. I mean, your hearthstone, which takes you back to your inn, is only 30 minutes, and if you're in a guild, it's 15 minutes, so it's a lot better. Rummage the bag lets you change it, but right now, since I haven't gotten the other stuff, I only have one thing, so can't do anything. Alpaca Sandbags is probably the best one. Increase the size of your backpack by 8. Your default backpack only does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only has 20 slots, so imagine now you have 8 more, so now you're at 28. That's a pretty big deal. Fire resistance, you take 1% less fire damage. This used to matter a lot back in the day, but ever since Wrath of the Lich King, they changed the way these things worked, so. And then Nose for Trouble, the first time you take damage, reduce that damage by 5% of your max health, which is good sometimes, I guess, if in case someone jumps you. So that way you get to resist the first damage, but other than that, I mean, again, it's only the first time you take damage from a specific unit, so it's not really good in the long run, you know, so. But yeah, so I wish I kind of made camp at that area, so that way all I had to do was just press my, go back to my camp button, and that's it. I would have just been able to turn in all the quests at the same time. But now I actually have to probably walk all the way back unless I find a flight path, but there's no flight path near us. We could go to this one because there is a flight path near there, so we'll probably do that actually. There was a hand button for some reason. What else am I supposed to do? Destroy and kill. Oh, okay. I see some of the ballistas here. Okay, those are destroyed. So I gotta kill 15 orcs and then destroy the supplies now. Okay. Seems pretty simple enough. The other race I probably would have chosen for Warlock probably would have been Undead. I like the Undead animations too. They're really cool. I chose Vulpera because I want to get the Heritage Armor, even though I'm probably never going to touch it. I don't think I like the way the Vulpera Heritage looked. Actually, I can't even show you what it looks like here, I think. Actually, I do like the way the first Shadowlands armor looks like, because it's like you're a Plague Doctor. And I've always liked the Plague Doctor look. Except for some reason, the one from the raid doesn't give you pants. Not pants. Doesn't give you like a cloak. While the PvP one does give you not cloak, a robe. There you go, robe. Why am I saying all the wrong things? But yeah, Undead probably would have been the other race I probably would have picked to play as for Warlock. I know Orcs are supposed to be really strong too, because they have a passive that increases pet damage, and since I'm playing Demonology, I'm all about pet damage, so you know, it would have made sense to play as an orc, you know, but that's fine. I want to play Vulpera because, like I said, I want to try unlocking the Heritage gear. I don't think Undead have a Heritage gear. Excuse me. I know Torrent and Blood Elf have one, which I think is why I decided to make a Blood Elf Paladin, just so I have an excuse. Well, I have a Night Elf, so I don't know. Maybe I'll change my Paladin back to Zandalari instead. But I have a Zandalari Druid because the Zandalari Druid has the best looking forms out of everyone. Actually, the Quoterian also has a really cool design too, but I haven't unlocked Quoterian because I don't really play Alliance too often. I go back from time to time to Alliance just so I can unlock some of their stuff. But I don't know, I just get so bored. And the only cool race that Alliance has right now, I think, is the Dark Iron Dwarf. I was a Dwarf Shaman when Cataclysm came out. I was always a... what's it called? I always played Dwarf Warrior, but then one of my friends, he was like, oh man, like, you gotta stop playing Dwarf Warrior, because that's all you ever play. I'm like, well, because that's what I enjoy the most. And he's like, nah, play something different. And then I saw Dwarfs could be, Dwarf could be a Shaman, and I was like, oh, I think Shamans are cool too, so I'll play Shaman, why not? So, and then ever since then, I've stuck with Shaman. Done with these quests, which they're making me tend them in over there. So that's my story for why I chose Shaman and stuff. So I was always a Dwarf Shaman. Then when I switched to Horde before Zandalari, I was a Goblin, and now I changed it to Zandalari Troll. So I've been quite a few races with my Shaman, and he's been to quite a few places and done quite a few stories, so it's pretty funny.
Run with the pack. Now go. Rush wolves, fan out, and harry the thunder.
Alright, so okay, Captain Grand release. So I just gotta hurt these guys. Oh, evade. Okay, that's how it works. Why are these guys on invade though? That's so weird. Crossfire artifacts. Okay, so I gotta look for these. Oh, I thought he was gonna beat those up too. I was like, damn, this guy's really on a rampage, isn't he? Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, you guys have a chance of dropping them too, or was that just on the floor there? Interesting. Oh well. Well, it seems like the stream's pretty good. The only thing I have a concern is my volume and if the quality is too low. Judging by this, I feel like my quality is a little low, but I really can't tell. And I don't know about my audio. I have no way of checking my audio until, well, I guess I'll just have to watch my stream afterwards and see for myself. Or maybe I'll probably upload this to YouTube and then I could judge from there. Or other people can tell me too. I'll see what happens. What else is there to talk about? Please don't do that. Okay, just need one more. Is there one right here? Yes, there is. So this game is pretty fun. I mean, I've been on and off World of Warcraft for such a long time that I can never decide what I want to do exactly with this game. I'm trying to get back into the whole raiding thing and stuff. What the hell is going on here? So, I just need to see if I can find a good guild to start raiding with. I do have a guild. I am in a guild, but I haven't talked with them or anything to start raiding. So, I don't know what I'm going to be doing with that exactly. Okay, where the hell is this? It says it's over here. Ah, beneath the grotto. I gotta go inside. I gotta go the other way, I think. No, I gotta go that way. I'd rather mount up. What the hell? Did that guy just fly at me? What is going on here? So this would be really useful if I already had Burning Rush. So, but we're nowhere near level 30 at the moment, so Burning Rush is kind of inaccessible. Oh, I'm targeting the wrong thing. Okay, we believe that those three guys are able to hold that giant thing with just some chains to one hand. Oh no, two hands. Wow, really? My wolf aggroed that thing? I wish they really gave us a faster way to travel through these things, and unfortunately there's very few classes that can actually do that. Son of Gruul. Which Gruul is actually a raid boss in Burning Crusade. Funny enough. Oops. Actually, I think he's a... is he here? I forgot. I feel like... yeah, and Gruul's here too. Here's Gruul, but they changed them so he could be part of the Black Hand. Or Blade Fist. Blade Fist, there you go, that's the name. But yeah, then there's Gruul's lair. This is what Gruul really looks like, and that's his son over there. Crazy, huh?
What?
This is Gunnar.
Katok, son of the Iron Wolf. I come for your head. You should have stayed dead, Gunnar. You would have lived longer.
Look at this army we have compared to like...
the beast. Frost wolves, kill the Gron. Find the coward.
wow. What a way to start. Okay. Yeah, so apparently he's blind, I guess. I believe they like... oh no, that's because Gunnar's literally on his eye, attacking his eye. So yeah, of course the guy's blind. That's why he's just doing blind strikes and wildly thrashing. There.
You cannot hide from
So
me.
here we're gonna get power. I'm still in combat apparently. Oh, because of this stupid thing. Alright, so now we get Power Siphon. So Power Siphon, so as a Demonology Warlock, we have this spell called Demon Bolt, which you probably have not seen me cast throughout this whole time.
Make them suffer. Honored brothers and sisters.
Wait, do you give us a quick way of traveling?
Zaratan would not even dare to try. Make no mistake.
I could just... yeah, I guess I'll just Garrison Hearthstone out.
We need a war chief.
So yeah, so we have this spell called Demon Bolt, which you probably have not seen me cast, for obvious reasons. Because what happens is, so take a look. It's kind of hard to see. It's on the bottom right. Well, I'll show you Shadow Bolt. So Shadow Bolt is a 1.8-second cast time, does 80 damage, and generates soul shards. Soul shard is our second resource, or third, I guess, because since we're warlock, health is kind of a resource too. Actually, do we even have life tap? I don't remember. No, it looks like they got rid of life tap, so I don't have access to that anymore. So that's funny. Does this even work? Alright, let me continue to explain. And then Demon Bolt is a 4.1 second cast time, almost a little bit more than double Shadow Bolt, and it does 151. So it's like the amount of time that takes you to cast Shadow Bolt is the same amount of time you do for Demon Bolt, but Shadow Bolt will be doing a little bit more damage because this 151 damage and Shadow Bolt's only 80 damage. So 80 and 80 is 160. Two spells is already more damage than Demon Bolt. So what Power Siphon does is we sacrifice 2 Wild Imps, which comes from our Hand of Gul'dan, to gain 2 charges of Demonic Core. And it also makes Demonic Core deal 30% additional damage, which is good. And it's on a 30-second cooldown, so we can use it pretty often. So what Demonic Core does, which is a passive we get at level 28, so now I'm actually curious if we even benefit from Power Siphon for the next 3 levels. When your Wild Imps expend all their energy or are imploded, imploded, you have a 10% chance to absorb their life essence, granting you a stack of Demonic Core. When your summoned Dreadstalkers fade away, you have a 100% chance to absorb their life essence. So Dreadstalkers will give you are guaranteed, which there's 2 of them, and after 12 seconds, and then your Hand of Gul'dan can summon anywhere between 1 to 3 Wild Imps, and their timer runs differently. I think they last up to like 20 seconds or something, but I can't remember. So what that does is Demonic Core reduces the cast time of Demon Bolt by 100%, maximum 4 stacks. So if you get lucky with a full rotation, you automatically start off with, you'll probably you can maybe start a fight with 4 not really start off the fight, like 20 seconds into the fight you'll probably have 4 stacks of Demonic Core if you're lucky. You launch off 2 Demon Bolts because you can only have 5 Soul Shards, so if you shoot the 3rd one, you wasted a Soul Shard. You shoot out 2, you Hand a Gul'dan, Power Siphon, so that we get 2 more, so now you're back at 4 stacks. You launch another 2 Dreadstalkers, launch another 2 Hand a Gul'dan, and it's a really crazy combo. And then some other spells we get later on that use up Soul Shards, like we're gonna be getting Summon Vile Fiend. And my personal favorite is Nether Portal. So every time you spend Soul Shards, you summon a random demon. So the build I personally like is just summoning a ton of demons as fast as possible. So Power Siphon really helps out with that. So we're gonna be trying. So I've done this build a few times for Battle for Azeroth, but I never really got far with my Warlock. I never did raids or dungeons for real, so excuse me. I'm hoping to try and do that a little bit more this time around, but we'll see what happens. And then sorry, just stretching and yawning. So we'll see what happens. But this is a build I'm definitely looking forward to. It's one of my favorite builds, especially for demonology, like I said, because it's just all about summoning demons. So I think it's really fun because you just summon a frick ton of demons, as people say.
So what next, Commander? Right away. I'm on it.
So this is the garrison. This is like your base of operations. This is like your base of operations where they're like, okay, here's where you're gonna be, like, you know, where you're gonna have some followers. They're gonna, you know, you get to tell them where to go and stuff and this and that. So it's really cool. I really like the way. Again, I just think that this one makes you feel like more of a hero compared to the other parts.
I'm all yours, Commander.
Wow. getting lucky with some of these people. Not that it really matters because they kind of suck. Or they suck now, rather. The hell is this? Do you only use large? I thought you guys were medium. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. You guys don't really give me anything, so I'm not gonna bother. I don't even know why I chose the stable in the first place. Doesn't really matter. I might come back as my warlock to try and do an achievement.
Talk to me.
Oh, wait. Nah, that's pointless. I should already have everything here. That's right, we could... Oh, did they get rid of it, actually? There used to be something here you can buy that increased the amount of experience you gain, but it looks like they got rid of that. So we're going to fly to Ashran real quick. Ashran is a place all the way over here. This is like your main PvP hub, or like the main area you were supposed to hang out in, but most people either stayed in their garrison or they went back to Orgrimmar. Other than that, I mean, it's not that much of an interesting place in my opinion. It's okay. I think it was kind of cool. The PvP there really sucks in my opinion. I did not like the way I did not like the way it felt. It takes like 30 minutes to an hour just to do a whole PvP thing, and it's just like, why? Like, it was really annoying. It's a really bad place. So, I forgot what this place is called. Gorgon. So Gorgon is as a forest, as you can see, that has like hot springs, a mushroom area for some reason. It was one of the cooler areas. I think I actually enjoyed Gorgon the most out of all the places here. I might be, well, I need to take a look at them. No, actually I like Spires of Rock the best, I think. Because there, you just hang out with a bunch of bird people. And those guys were really cool, so I really liked the way the Spires of Rock was. That was probably my favorite place in this expansion. I'm having a hard time with words for some reason. Words are hard, guys. I'm not a English teacher or anything. I'm not. I don't know. I mean, I was born here, but I just always had trouble procrastination. Yeah, you see, words are hard. Over there you can actually, are we already next to Ashram? Oh no, we're in Tanan Jungle, which Tanan Jungle is the last area. No one had access to this place until like way later on in the expansion. And it was the end game content basically. It was the end game content during the expansion, and it's just a demon ruled jungle that you just go in. You have to like stop the demons from doing things, and there was no possible way of accessing the place. I believe no matter what you tried to do, it just like either sent you back or did something. So here they're just kind of giving us an introduction to the area, like saying, oh yeah, this is where you're gonna be hanging out, this is the PvP area, blah blah blah. So we're not gonna be here for too long, we're just gonna be here for some of the small explanations.
Do not loiter.
Too far
Now
away,
get
son.
some extra experience for, like, you know, just for doing literally nothing. Just talk to a few people. Even though it's not really a lot of experience. 2600, that's a pretty big chunk actually if you ask me.
What you want?
Especially when all you have to do is just talk to people, so it's like, oh, you know, very, very, very easy experience.
Look top.
Excuse me. I should already have all of these guys. Oh wait, this is the banker. Ah, here you go. Yeah, so these are the spires or rock people, as I mentioned. Yeah, I have that mount.
Welcome, friend.
I have the pets. I have the mount. Oh wait, do I have this pet? Yeah, I have that pet. Isn't there one more? Really? Talador didn't have anyone? No, Talador, yeah. That's right, Talador. Okay. Yeah, there's only 3 people here, which kind of sucks. So this expansion was very lackluster, as I've said. It doesn't do the game any good. It's probably, like I said, one of the least favorite expansions of the whole game. While we're here, we're probably going to pick up our professions. We're not going to be leveling them up until Shadowlands, because right now the professions mean nothing. Even if you level them up right now, there's no point. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that model, or that orc here rather. Kind of interesting. Where's the guy we need to talk to? I don't think I've seen that island either. Person I need to talk to, like, dead or something? Oh, here you are.
What will you require? Beware.
Okay, so we got another person. Not that really matters, because the followers don't really do too much for us. Actually, darn, we could have had her following us, because she's a bodyguard. Oh no, but it needs to be a level 2 or 3 barracks, which we probably want to have. So when you have a barracks that's level 2 or 3, we replaced it with the stables level 1, because I was hoping to get one of the bonus mounts you could get from there. Trying to remember, sorry. Okay, unfortunately our garrison Hearthstone is still on cooldown, so we have to fly all the way back now. Again, another time I could have made something my camp and I didn't. I gotta remember when we get back to that fortress to make my camp, so we could just easily do things. So we're gonna turn in these 2 quests. Stop tracking that one. Let me see. So unfortunately I can't really show you what some of the other gear looks like, or what my set looks like. The one set I've always liked for Warlock is the one that has the wings. This one, the Malefic Remnant. Too bad it kind of looks weird on Vulpera though. I don't know if there's any set I like on Vulpera. Maybe one that actually doesn't have a helmet, so maybe something like this. Even though you could just take off your helmet on purpose. Oh, actually I always like this one too, because again it kind of gives me like that Plague Doctor feel with this whole nose thing coming out. Even though we now have a legit Plague Doctor set. Yeah, like some of the helmets look weird on this model in my opinion. I never noticed the horns on this. The horns are really cool actually. Oh god, I remember this set. This was also a really cool set in my opinion. Ugh. You see, look at the helmet on this. Like the helmet is bigger than your whole body, it seems. So yeah, I think we're just gonna have to choose like a helmetless set, or you know, make our own thing without a helmet. That's right. So Tumas Garrus, one of the raids for Legion, brought back a lot of old sets for some reason, and they just kind of like revamped it a little bit. We could just mess around and give it this one, even though I really hate the way this thing looks. I got this by accident because I was paying for the 6 months and it gave it to me and I was like, wait a minute, I did not want that actually. So that was kind of an accident. Actually, this set doesn't look too bad. Well, while we're still flying, I'm gonna look up what my Draxus gives demonology. Except I completely butchered the name Maldraxxus. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, Maldraxxus, who are the Necrolords, they're like good on everything, basically, for Necrolord. Nightfey is the only other one that's like good. Carrion is Medicore, and Venthyr is just awful, it says here. So let me see. So Necrolords give them Decimating Bolt, which is going to be really hard to read on Wowhead because it gives so much info. And it's a 45-second cooldown, so you could use it pretty often actually, so it's not that bad. So yeah, so we're gonna be choosing Necrolord for sure, like I said, because that's the one that just seems best to me. Let me look at their talent build just to see. I know theirs is going to differ from me a lot. Oh, let's make a camp real quick. This is my first time making camp, so I don't know what it looks like. That's pretty cool. So let's see, according to Wowhead, yeah, they don't like the build I use. Demonic Strength is usually the better one. Vile Fiend actually seems to be really good too, so I'm actually surprised Vile Fiend is being chosen. From the Shadows is technically the better one as long if you're using Dread Lash, so we'll probably change Dread. We'll probably get rid of that and add Demonic Strength instead now. They say Demonic Calling is better, but I like Power Siphon. Burning Rush, but I like Demon Skin better. And then From the Shadows is better if you have Dread Lash. If you don't, Vile Fiend is better. Mortal Coil is a good one. Wow, they made a mistake. It says here either use some Soul Conduit or Soul Conduit. So it's like, why? So, but I like Inner Demons. They don't recommend Inner Demons at all. And then Demonic Consumption is the best one, but I like Nether Portal, like I said. So we have that. And then stat priority should be something like haste and mastery, if I'm not mistaken. Huh, this ring still gives intellect. It's not supposed to be doing that. Rings and stuff are not supposed to be giving any more main stats. Yeah, haste and mastery, except mastery is the same as crit apparently, so. Oh wait, we got another ring. Okay. Oh wait, this one has haste and mastery. That one's better. Okay, so we're gonna go down now. The one thing about the Volpera that I kind of, well, oof, yeah, that's a real big jump. I'm not gonna do that. Because as a Zendikar troll, you have an innate slow fall, which is great. Not an innate, my bad. You have an innate ability that allows you to slow fall. which would have been great to have here, but can't do that unfortunately. So we have to take the long way down. Oh, look at that poor person trying to get up here, getting stuck. Oh, they unstuck themselves finally. Alright, so we got free of some frost wolves, and we leveled up. Woo. Nothing at level 26, unfortunately. So that one, the new ability we just swapped out for is called Demonic Strength. So from time to time, you may have noticed our big fella here, demon with the axe, will do a spinning attack. So what Demonic Strength does is it forces him to cast an empowered version of that spinning attack. It increases the damage by 400%. So imagine that. That's a lot of damage you're doing. So on average, that attack already does 36 damage every 0.9 seconds for 4.5 seconds. So increase that by 400%, and it's a lot of damage. So yeah. So Demonic Strength is a very strong spell. I was kind of hoping more for the other one that I was using before, because it gives us more AoE damage, like I said. But I mean, yeah, it does make sense that you would pair that up with this one here from the shadows later on, because basically, you know, it just works in conjunction with each other. What was that? Oh, that's a blood elf. Let's see if we could try getting into a dungeon. It's probably going to be really tough for us because we're DPS. And in this game, just like in Overwatch, if you have any experience with Overwatch, when you try queuing up as a damage player, it takes forever to find anything worthwhile. Alright, last one's over there. Oops, I was already casting. Yeah, I'm still getting the small bit of lag, as I mentioned earlier. It's kind of annoying having to deal with this lag from time to time. So as you can see, we can already summon quite a big army of demons. That's why, so, you know, imagine if we can somehow summon even more demons. So that's the thing that really got me excited for demonology, is just the amount of demons you could just summon. So that's something, like I said, I'm really looking forward to trying.
May your blades never dull.
I think the key is oh no. Wait. Can you imagine? A fox riding a fox. Here we go. So the key is now a random chance of drop, I believe. Which WoW is pretty infamous for doing stuff like that, just having like random chances of dropping the key item that you need. Well, we luckily got both axes that we need. Now we just need the key. Actually, so I guess maybe I'm wrong. Alright, how long is this ogre gonna chase us for? Okay, it seems like it's... Oh, okay. Is he done? No, he's just grabbing another rock. Ouch. Alright, seems like we have to kill this guy too, because he's just gonna be following me with rocks. That was kind of annoying. Oh, really? Ah, of course. It's always the wolf that seems to be pulling too. Kinda wish I didn't have that, that extra ability of summoning the wolf. When do we get Soulstone again? Soulstone's at level 32, wow. Retro summoning is at 33. So Warlock is a very versatile class, to be honest. It may not seem like it because all you do is just damage, but it's like you can provide these things called health stones to allies, which restore 25% of their health. I think before it used to be 25% of the Warlock's health, so, and the Warlock is a cloth user, so you're not getting a lot of health, which is kind of funny if you ask me. Oh, we got stunned. Oh, I thought he was casting that at me. I guess not. Oh, okay, it does work. But like I said, since we don't actually have the passive yet, it's kind of useless a bit. Oh crap. Oh, okay. That guy's distracting them. Oh, crap. Why did I pull that one? That's fine. What? That hit me. Alright. Run. Run, Druid, run. Wait, you could just turn into a cat. That makes you run faster. Why would you stay like that? I haven't even thrown anything, my bag of tricks. It's kind of pointless though, because I mean, we do way more damage than the bag would ever do.
Loktar. You say,
Oh, and we could recruit you too. Dude, everyone we're getting is like blue or better apparently. Let's go do that one instead actually. There's been a lot of Volpera players I've noticed. I wonder if that has to do with like the furry community. Or maybe just people just trying them out and trying to get the heritage armor too. I don't know. Because, I mean, that's the only reason I'm playing them is just to get the heritage armor. If anything, I might just switch out of... I might just pay money just to switch out of Volpera. Even though it seems kind of dumb to just pay just so I don't have to deal with being this race. Because to be honest, I don't think this race has that many benefits. The best benefit they got is definitely the extra bag slots. That's really the best thing they got. Other than that, the cool thing they got is the make camp and return to that camp. So I think that's pretty nice too that they got. So, but other than that, I mean, I think they're an okay race. I don't think they're amazing. I definitely like the undead race better for Warlock. I probably should have stuck with that instead. Now we fight ice spiders. Oh wait, they really are called ice spiders. I was just making that as a joke because we're in the ice and they're spiders. Oh, why does the wolf always pull things I don't want? Oh, we can see the father, but where's the mother? And I love how we can identify which wolf it is from afar. And gutted and left to rot. Oh, and there's the mother, it looks like. Now, the one thing about Demonology, the build we're going for is only good for single target, I'll be honest. We don't really have a lot of AoEs. The closest thing to AoE we might have, well, it depends on which demons we get. Because I think the demons is what determines we'll be getting. Because some demons do have, so you see how strong that was when we do demonic strength. We did. Look at that damage output that he did by himself. So, meanwhile, I barely did any damage compared to him. So, that's why demonic strength is so good. And then on a minute cooldown, it's a little spammable. So that's something we'll definitely be using pretty often. Actually, now that I remember, I don't think I've looked at what my powers do. Implosion grants 1% haste for 8 seconds for each imp exploded. When this damages at least 3 targets, gain 5%. Which we probably won't be getting that very often, so no point. Each soul shard spent on Hand and Gul'dan increases the damage of your next Call Dread by 3%. That one's kinda good. Shadowball increases the damage of your Demon Bolt by 8% stacking to 4 times. That one's pretty good. And Gul'dan has a 15% chance to cast a second time in your target for free. I like that one. So we'll probably be doing one of these two. That's from a raid, and this is from that thing.
I don't have a target.
I forgot I made a female. Actually, no, I did mention that earlier. Pretty sure I mentioned that earlier. Okay, so we're gonna do securing the south now. So I think I'm gonna probably stop this once I hit level 30. Either when we hit level 30 or in 2 hours, which, I mean, 2 hours is in 15 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna be hitting level 30 in 15 minutes. So we'll probably be stopping this a little after 2 hours. But let's see how far we can get, shall we? Oh wait, where'd my demon go? Did he die during that fight? I didn't even notice. No, he couldn't have died. He did all the damage for us. He must have just randomly despawned for some reason. Well, that's fine. When we get to the next part, we'll just resummon him. Thankfully, with this new spell, they kind of... Well, I don't know how new this spell is, because I really don't remember. Fell Domination, we could just basically resummon a demon almost instantly, because it takes usually... 5.4 seconds? So it should be an insta-cast then. Did I get more haste the last time I checked? Till now? Oh, this quest line.
It is a good day to fight.
Yeah, we still have to cast it for some reason.
You cannot command.
Even though it says reduced by 5.5 seconds. And my spell clearly said 5.4. So I don't know why I still have to cast for 0.45 seconds. Oh yeah, her.
I have goods for sale.
Oh, I spoke with the wrong person. I didn't even notice. Nah, I don't like the way this looks. Do you actually bounce? It looks like you're actually bouncing as a Volpera. I don't think anyone else bounces like that.
I am here. We fight together.
Well, we're almost to 27 at least, so we're getting pretty close to level 30. Once we hit level 30, we'll have access to flying, which is gonna make things a lot more smooth sailing from here for this area.
I need to target something first. I require a target.
Because flying is so important in this game. Which is why people always complain whenever they get rid of flying for the newest expansion. Because people are always like, oh, why'd you remove flying? We need flying. And it's like, guys, like, relax. Enjoy the view for once. Don't be rushing everything. Oh, you can actually see where she's going. I'm burning. Gotta heal. That is something cool. I don't think I've ever seen that pop up before. I don't have Soulwell yet, do I? Nope, Soulwell's at level 47. Wow. Oh, okay, good. My taunt is automatically turned off.
Speak, friend. May your blades never dull.
So this is a dungeon. The dungeon we're in is one from Wrath of the Lich King. Wrath of the Lich King is like 2 expansions before this or something. Wrath of the Lich King, I believe, is what a lot of people say was the last good expansion. I really don't know to be honest with myself, because I never really played around during this time. So I wouldn't be able to tell you if it really is that great. But I do have fun leveling up around the area, so it's pretty nice. So, and I think they got a lot of cool dungeons and quest lines, especially since you do get to fight with the Lich King, who a lot of people probably say is like one of the best boss fights, especially because the boss fight jukes you at the end. Because you get to this part when you do his fight where it's like everyone died, and it's like, wow, we're all dead, that sucks. And then it happens to be that no, that's not true. It's more like that it tricks you into thinking you guys lost when you really didn't. So it was pretty funny when people were trying to do it for the first time ever. Because everyone kept thinking, oh man, there's an instant wipe on this. How the hell are you supposed to win this? And it just turns out that wasn't the case at all. Now we got implosion. So now we have some more AoE damage. Oh wait, what the hell? His taunt is supposed to be off. Why is it on? It shows here it's off, but some things are still targeting him for some reason. I don't understand that. So we're gonna try and save some of these soul shards. Well, we're at the normal default 3 soul shards, because we're coming up to the first boss here in a little bit. That's not what I want to do. Oh, we are doing a lot of damage at least. Oh, my demon is dead. Oof. That was a little close. Okay. I'm gonna see what's going on. Because is my pet's taunt off or not? Because it should be off right now. Is someone actually playing that? Or is... No, I guess it really does sound like that. But my taunt is supposed to be off. I don't know why it keeps showing us if it's on for some reason. Or, I don't know why it keeps going as if it was on. Well, like I said, we're going to try and keep these 5 soul shards just so we have a better rotation once the fight starts. Because basically we just start off the fight with our 2 spenders. Like this, sacrifice, demon bolt, another hand of Gul'dan, demonic strength, do that, hand of Gul'dan, implosion. Oh, didn't realize we can summon dreads. Well, I don't think it matters. I gotta get the tooth. Gotta get this. There's another quest around here that we gotta do. I just don't remember what it is exactly. Oh wait, why did I do that? Something wrong with my wrist? Oh, it says 1.8 seconds, but it feels like it's taking forever to cast. Oh, that's right. This guy retreats and summons little hatchlings when they're low health. I don't remember ever doing this much damage as Demonology. Wait, come back. Got all those spiders.
I don't have a target.
And they're dead. Oh, right. That's gonna be at the end. Okay. Oh, this is already the next fight. Oh, okay. We don't have any cooldowns, so... Fortunately, I
need to
just...
target
Oh, right.
something first.
We need the... Okay, so this boss is a little interesting. You don't fight him directly at first, or her. I can't remember if it's a he or a
I
she.
don't have a target.
You actually have to kill these guys until the 4 crystals around the boss go away. Once the 4 crystals go away, then you can fight the boss. Which I believe the only way to do that is by killing,
Fire a target.
you need to kill like certain enemies or something like that. I can't remember what it was. Oh, Crystal Handle. Yeah, you gotta kill 4 of these. Once you kill all 4, then the crystal falls. Then the shield falls. That's what it was. So you just have one guy defend the stairs while everyone else just kills the crystal handlers. Usually, that's what's supposed to happen. Once this one falls, we can then fight the boss properly.
I need to target something first.
And the problem with this is since we don't have access to the actual demon core, our rotation's a little bit slower than usual. Especially when we try using Implosion where we're supposed to get extra damage out of that in possible stacks. It makes it a little bit harder because like I said, we don't have access to demon core yet. So, because when you implode your imps, you have a chance of getting you have a chance of getting stacks. Okay, now we gotta stain the cloth with the blood. There we go. So now we just need to kill King Dread and get his tooth, and continue on as we're climbing up. Oh, my demon died again somehow.
Who dares summon me?
Why does he keep dying? I don't understand. Our taunt is not on. It doesn't look like it's on. Alright, now I collected this. Oops. Yeah, so without implosion properly, we can't really, you know, abuse our soul shards too much at the moment. Once we have demonic core, the next level, I think, actually. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, demonic core. Wait, what? Yeah, which one's that? Then we can start abusing implosion a little bit better. But for now, it's just a little weak. I mean, it's doing a lot of damage for us, as you can see here. I mean, we're low level, so it doesn't, like, honestly, damage output at this level does not matter. But we could be doing a lot better once we have access to demonic core. We do have a small access to it, but only just 2 charges, and it's a little bit slow because it's every 30 seconds, so imagine trying to do implosion like every 3 seconds. Not really every 3 seconds, but you know, you can do it pretty often thanks to the rotation I kind of have already down. What hammer is this guy using? A weapon, rather. Hammer of the Breakers. I'm not sure if I have that one on my warrior or not. That's kind of cool. So the one thing about King Dread is he has a fear, so normally it's best to try and clear out this room before you actually fight him, because if you get feared into the other raptors, that's just extra things you have to worry about during the whole fight, and we really don't want to be doing that. But it looks like this guy really wants to take it nice and easy. And the problem with fear is it's super random, so you don't even know where you'll end up, so it really sucks. I'm just casting one spell and I'm already doing that much damage. Fear. Really? You're going to use Bloodlust here? Oh my god. Got that. Got some pants that we're not going to care about. Forgot to equip this helmet. There we go. Re-equip it. I think the guy forgot to pick up the tooth. No? Oh no. Okay. Okay, so here we're going to be collecting the 5 enduring modules that we need for the final quest. So, why is this guy dying? Oh, because he's bleeding to death. Someone tried to dispel him. You can't dispel bloods. The only thing that gets rid of blood are like 3 abilities in the whole game, and that's it. And I guess certain potions too. So hopefully this quest will allow us to get to level 28. That would be pretty nice. So we got 2 enduring modules so far. That's really nice.
I need to target something first.
Yeah, so implosion definitely can do a lot of damage when enemies are stacked. And it would be a lot better again if we had there we have the 5 enduring mojo, so now we just need to use it at the end when we defeat the final boss, and then we find out that the guy we helped out was actually a minion of the Lich King. So it's like, well, we actually helped the guy from the minion of the Lich King. Now we're evil, sort of. I know I keep complaining about the demonic core, but I mean, it's just really true. Once we get access to demonic core, our damage output is just going to be so much higher. Oh, yeah, it's like all my wild imps. For some reason I thought I only had 5, but no, I think it said 6 and I just didn't notice it. Yeah, it says 6. Oh, we just got 6 more. Yeah, so we can do quite a good amount of AoE damage actually, so it's not that bad. But like I said, the build I have in mind, it's going to be a lot better for single target. So I don't think we're going to be doing that amazingly well toward, later on in the levels, I think. What level are these guys? 47, 25, 30, 48. So it's crazy now, because now you could basically do anything on any level almost. So you could be a level 10 and you'll be leveling up with like a level 30. So or like in this case, as we have here, I'm in a dungeon with a level 47. So imagine that. So it's really nice. A lot of the updates they've been doing to WoW to make it more casual and more friendlier to newer players and stuff, it's actually really cool in my opinion. So I'm really enjoying this. I've been silenced, really. Wait, oh, I thought I could loot something. Yeah, I think at the end of this dungeon run, we'll definitely hit 28, and then that'll probably be it for the stream. Oh man, why would you fear me? I was about to, or did I get? Oh, wow, you actually dispelled me. I was not expecting that dispel. I didn't even cast my Indigo then. I thought I did. Ah. So now we're gonna be turning to skeletons that you just do normal thing. Well, not really, but you just press the 1 key and that's about it. And then he's like, you know what? I don't want your skin anymore. Level 28. Do we have this? No, we don't. We need to equip it. There you go. Throw that in there. So we brought this guy back alive. We find out he's actually...
Back in Draktheron at last.
Oh look, we got demonic core now. So now I can stop complaining about it.
You done well, man. You surpassed my greatest hopes.
I think this guy is actually the final boss in one of the other dungeons, if I'm not mistaken. Because there's like 3 dungeons here in Wrathhair Lich King that are all related to each other. Yeah. I think it's Gondrak. No, that's someone else. Actually, I don't even know if you fight this guy, to be honest. I feel like you should.
Master, my mission is complete. With the help of these monsters, this region be cleansed of all who oppose us. You have done well, Drakuro. Your betrayal
I don't see him
of the
anywhere.
Drakari Empire has borne me
Was he in a raid, maybe?
a new army.
No, not Naxxramas. No.
Your army.
Nope, definitely not here.
Arise and accept my gift.
Nope. I don't even know if this guy actually does anything, and
I
that.
charge you now with the cleansing of Zuldrak, Drakuro.
I don't know if you ever get to see this guy again.
As you wish, master.
What be on your mind?
But yeah, he basically
Fail me
used
and
you
it shall be your undoing.
to capture this place, all thanks to you, so
Succeed,
you guys did pretty
and
bad.
even
Good job.
greater power shall be yours.
And then,
Forgive my deception. It all been for your own good. Ya needed to prove your worthiness. I be needing worthy underlings in Zuldrak, man. Ones ready to wield real power. You see for yourself now. The Lich King be generous to them who obey.
yeah, this has like the longest RP ever. It's really annoying.
You be tasting immortality.
So now we go turn in the other 2 quests. Hey, our stables are complete. Wow. Which we gotta jump down here, turn around, go over here, drop down again, turn around. Drop down one more time. Oh wait, not turn around actually that time. And we're back at the entrance. Well, pretty close to the entrance. Yeah, gotta keep going this way. Actually, it's a lot easier if you just teleport out and in, but we're already here, so too late, I guess. I can't seem to move this for some reason. There we go. Yeah, because if you teleport out and then you end up right here, so it'll just be so much easier. But I completely forgot about that, and I'm already over here committed, so too late. I guess there's a lot of cloth gear I never picked up in Lich King, because I just got like 3 new items that I never had and added them to my collection just now.
Glory to the Horde. For the Horde. Dabu.
Alright, and we're done with the dungeon, so we're probably going so I definitely need to continue with my Warlock. If I get the chance, I think I definitely want to stream a little bit more World of Warcraft now that I have access to this. Oh crap. Okay, now you can have your taunt back on. Well, let me try something. Let's return to camp. Oh, this has a cast time, a 10-second cast time. Wow. Oh, look at that animation. That's actually really cool. Like I said, I've never used this before, so I never knew this is how it worked. Alright, so we turned in that quest. 480 experience, which is nothing. So yeah, so we'll just fly back here and do those quests, knock them out real quick and stuff. But we'll do that later. I just want to give this a test run, see how it works. It looks like everything's fine, so I think everything works out. Oh wait, this is considered a rest. That's right. So I could just stay here. Is this? Yeah, it's considered a rest. Alright, so thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, I definitely want to continue this a little bit more later in the future. But I think tonight I might get back on Final Fantasy finally. We'll find out. Until then, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.